The Pentagon was the first stop for Philippines President Ferdinand Marcos Junior. The Philippines is the oldest Pacific ally for the U.S., and both sides say the decades-old Mutual Defense Treaty has never been more important.
And this pact extends to armed attacks on our armed forces, aircraft, or public vessels, including our Coast Guards, anywhere in the Pacific, including the South China Sea.
Confrontations between vessels in the South China Sea have increased tensions between the Philippines and China. China claims much of the strategic waterway as its own, but an international court rejects that claim, as does the U.S., and Philippine forces have been pushing back against China's claims. The Philippine Navy recently conducted an emergency drill along with the U.S. and Japan, simulating a medical response to a potential attack by China. Critical readiness as China increases its military intimidation of Taiwan. There's also an enhanced defense cooperation agreement that allows the U.S. military access to Philippine bases for joint training, along with runways, fuel storage, and troop housing. The agreement has been expanded to allow the U.S. access up to 9 forward operating locations.
In the event that China attacks Taiwan, our most viable ground-based location to project power from are these forward operating locations in the Philippines.
Economic cooperation is also high on the agenda when Marcos meets with U.S. President Donald Trump on Tuesday. Trump sent the Philippines president a letter setting the tariff rate at 20%, higher than previously promised. Manila wants a trade deal with Washington to lower that tariff amount, and when the two leaders meet at the White House, they'll have just days before Trump's August 1st tariff increase deadline.
If the United States really wants to have a strong, powerful Philippines, we've got to recognize that if we damage our relations with the Philippines in trade, somebody's going to fill it up, and usually that somebody is China.
Marcos will argue the Philippines has tried to align with the U.S. to counter China, and Trump could look to open up even more military bases to the U.S. as a signal to China that it has a partner in the region. Craig Boswell, TRT World, Washington.